This is Mac. He's a 9-month-old yellow lab. I primarily hunt ducks and geese, and so my goal for him is that he turns into just a decent duck dog. And then I would really like him to be calm in the house and just a good house pet, but we have some work to do on that one. Before we picked him up, I had watched a lot of Bill Hillman's videos, and so I followed his advice in some areas. And that's kind of what I'm doing here, just trying to get him worked up to go after the bumper, which was a small paint roller. But I overestimated little puppy's attention span as he got distracted by a dandelion there. So when he was little, we really just tried to keep things fun and upbeat and not get too serious, which was a little bit of a struggle for me at times. This is my first experience trying to follow a specific program. I'm using the SmartWorks program by Evan Graham, but I have fairly high hopes and expectations, and so yeah, just trying to keep it fun and not get too carried away has definitely been something I've had to focus on. As a puppy, he was pretty destructive, as I'm sure all puppies are, but really he wasn't too terrible. He just liked to chew on basically everything. But we did work on the place command quite a bit, and that was a big help for us just to kind of give him a place to be and keep him out of the way. My hope in sharing this video is that some more experienced retriever trainers would be willing to follow along and share advice as I get stuck in certain areas. Already, as I've been training him, I've ran into plenty of snags, and it just helps to have somebody that knows a lot more than I do that's willing to share advice and ideas. I think it'll be really beneficial for me to have like some concrete objectives to shoot for along the way during his training. And so I plan to do some hunt tests with the goal or hope of getting him to his HR or hunter-retriever title. Mac, get your Kong. Good boy. Hey, had a boy. Hey, Mac. Mac, get your rope. Rope. Hey, there it is. We have done some basic training up to this point, but as the weather warms up, I plan to ramp up the focus on his training. I'm going to start with hear, heel, and sit, and collar condition to those commands before moving on to force fetch.
Place. Good dog. Mac. Atta boy. Yeah. Mac. Good dog.
The biggest challenge I've had with him up to this point is that he likes to bark at people and unknown outdoor sounds, and I'm really not sure how to handle that. Hey, Mac. Hush. You hush. So that's all I have for this video. As I start to dive into his more in-depth training, I hope to share weekly or maybe bi-weekly updates. In no way am I a qualified person to be giving advice on how to train a dog, but again, my hope is that more experienced retriever trainers would be willing to follow along and maybe offer advice or correct me when I'm making mistakes. So thank you for watching, and please feel free to share any thoughts in the comments.